Hi friends, welcome back to this channel. Today we're going through a list of the 10 worst betrayals in anime history. I'm sure that you will agree with some and probably disagree with some, but if you do feel like you have an even worse betrayal, please share it in the comments and let me see what you think. Now let's get to it. I actually brought my notepad to make sure that I get them in the correct order. I tried to rank them, but it was super difficult because I mean all of these were just horrifying, shocking, and literally would destroy me for a weekend at least. So the first person to enter our list is a humble man called Hamato Yoshi. Hamato Yoshi is a Shidoshi teacher and he spends his life reading and teaching students how to do ninjutsu arts. One day, one of his students betrays him. His name is Uruku Saki, and he also goes on into becoming Shredder. So that was a moment to me as a kid that shocked me because I never imagined that someone would betray their teacher like that. It was a very emotional moment. And as the series continues, these guys meet each other again in Turtles. So if you haven't seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, make sure to do so. The second moment on my list is Pokemon related. So as you know, very early in his career, Ash picks up Pokemons like Pikachu, Squirtle, as well as Charmander. And Charmander and Ash have a very special bond until Charmander evolves into Charmeleon, which becomes even worse when he evolves into Charizard. So when Ash is about to win his first title at the Indigo League, Charizard refuses to fight and literally costs him the title. He lays down, he's being a brat, and he's just totally ignoring Ash. So that makes number 2 in our list. The third moment on our list is when Sanji decides to leave the Strawhat crew. You can see in Chopper's eyes that this is groundbreaking, he didn't expect it, and the team is definitely not the same for a while after that. So that makes number 3. So the fourth moment to make it on our list is actually a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that used to air on Cartoon Network when I was a kid, and it's called Pirates of Dark Waters. So this cartoon is about a young prince and his fellow pirates that go after a specific set of mystical crystals that can help them clear the world of the dark waters that are literally taking over, killing people, etc. And so what happens is that they manage to save a woman that is trying to fetch dark water for herself to do experiments. And her name is Cray. And as they join her in her castle, they realize that Cray was actually the lover of Ren's father, Primus. But he then, of course, chose Ren's mom instead. And what happens was that Cray, she's totally stricken by Ren. She believes that he is like the second coming of Primus, and she really wants to get married to him. So she asks Bloth to marry the two off, and as a prize, he will get the crystals. And of course, Bloth plans to kill everyone anyways, but she doesn't know that. And so she uses the dark waters to make herself young again, and in the end she actually dies because dark waters are not intended as a beauty product. So that's our number 4 in the list. So looking at Naruto, who's actually one of my absolute favorite animes growing up, I modeled myself a lot after him. I mean, I adore Naruto. And there are so many different moments that could make this list, but from Naruto specifically, I've chosen 2. The first one is so heartbreaking. It's one of the characters that I love the most in the world, and he has to just make a choice. So as you guys probably know from watching the series, the Uchiha and the Konoha clans have had a fight for a very long time. And then Itachi, who is not happy about his family wanting to overthrow the Konoha leadership, decides to be a double agent. So he starts serving the other side, and while doing so, he finds out that their plan is literally to murder everyone in the Uchiha clan. So his choice is either to stand by and watch everyone die, or take that on to do himself, to commit to kill his mother, his father, and the rest of his clan, so that he can save his little brother Sasuke. And up until the day that Sasuke actually manages to kill Itachi, of course Itachi kind of lets him kill him, he believes that his brother is this no good rebel, turned his back on their family, is like a shitty person. But then at that moment, he actually understands the story and understands his brother's pain. And it's one of the most heartfelt moments in anime. That's number 5. The 6th moment, also a Naruto moment, as I told you, is when Jiraya is betrayed by his own pupils. So Nagato, or Pain, as we will call him, he's planning on, like, as everyone else, destroying the world. That's always what they want to do, the bad guys, in order to create a world free from pain. And so Jiraya goes there to try to talk to them, to confront his pupils. And at the time, I mean, Jiraya is in such a good place in his own life. And Naruto is training, everything is going well. I mean, he and the love of his life are kind of, I don't know, talking to each other in a very, they have a kind of a weird relationship, but he's very much in love with her, and we're kind of getting the hope that something might happen for them along the way. And then just as he has this future planned out for him and he goes to talk to his pupils, they end up killing him. And that was, for me, one of the most unexpected and heartbreaking moments in anime. I can't believe they wrote that in the script. It crushed me. I cried for days. So that was really, really intense. So our 7th moment takes us to Full Metal Alchemist, where Mr. Taka, a scientist and an alchemist, is getting ready for getting his certification. He's doing an assessment and he's really, really nervous. He remembers a time when he didn't have his certification, when he and his daughter and his wife had to live under very poor circumstances, and he wants to, at every price, make sure not to end up there again. So the official story is that his wife left him, and then as this evolves, we'll learn that that is actually not probably what happened. But what he does is, as you know in alchemy, to get something you have to give something back. So he actually, so his daughter has a dog called Alexander, and what he does is he literally sacrifices his daughter and her dog to create a chimera that can speak human language. That is sickening. I mean, what the fuck, man? And then we realize that that is probably what he did with his wife as well. I can't speak to that. It's horrible. Whoever wrote that is a crazy, crazy person for even thinking of writing something like that. But it's heartfelt. It's such a strong moment. Like, I remember seeing Edward react to this, and his eyes literally expand as he's realizing what's going on, and it's crazy. So our 8th moment has to do with our dear Mr. Aizen. Aizen, the good guy, the guy with the glasses, so nice to everyone until he decides to fuck everyone over. He literally throws Rukia to the wolves. He decides that I don't want to be one of the good guys. I want to merge Soul Reapers with the Hollows and try to create monsters to destroy the world. And actually, at the end, I mean, he isn't even that difficult to kill. Like, if you compare him to Ulquiorra, he goes down quite fast, which serves him right for being a douchebag. So our 9th moment is also one of the most shocking moments, and I know that it might not, in some people's eyes, be considered as a betrayal, but when I was watching that and trying to figure how it would feel if my dad would do that to me, like, dude, what the hell are you doing? So it's in Dragon Ball Z, and when Cell comes down to Earth to, of course, kill everyone and take over the world, blah blah blah, Goku fights him, And then there's a point where he feels like, I'm at my edge now, so I'm gonna throw my 9-year-old son Gohan into this battle. He's 9. What the hell? I get it, he's strong, he's a really strong Super Saiyan, he's like, his level of accomplishments is way surpassing the adults. And that's cool, but I mean, you're literally risking your son's death to be like the cool parent and to like take a back stand and not help him and see how it goes. Crazy. And our last moment also has to do with Dragon Ball Z. So as you know, Vegeta and Goku or Kakarot or whatever have had a relationship for a very long time. They have been rivals. Vegeta has had kind of a Napoleon complex and he wants to constantly beat Goku. And then at a certain time, like, he chooses to settle down with Bulma, he gets his son Trunks. We feel like, okay, this guy is actually gonna be a nice person now. And then one day he just decides that I'm gonna be freaking Majin Vegeta. I'm gonna piss on everything that I've learned. I'm gonna almost kill my family just to be able to beat Goku. Why? So, okay, like, in a sense, he's kind of being mind controlled, but I mean, he does admit that he allowed it to happen. So, not nice, dude. And there we have them, the top 10 worst betrayals in anime history. I really look forward to reading what you guys see as the worst betrayals. And I mean, if you like this video, if you want to see more about anime or more about comics or video games, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!